What's up guys, Shay Stevens here, PDGA number 77522, and today you're coming along with me for a one disc round with the Axiom Total Eclipse Pitch. Let's get to it. MVP fans are expecting a lot of cool releases this year. I don't think any of us had this on our bingo card for April, though. The Axiom Total Eclipse Pitch is the second catch disc released by MVP. The flight numbers for the pitch are speed of 1, glide of 7, turn of negative 0.5, and a fade of 0. So a glitch is 0 turn, 0 fade. This is negative 0.5 turn and 0 fade. It's kind of been sold as a beadless glitch, which I can kind of agree with. But I have some side-by-sides here, so let's see how it compares to the glitch. Alright, for our first comparison, we have the Total Eclipse Pitch on the left, up against your standard neutron soft glitch on the right. So the glitch, you can definitely see the bead there, leads to a more blunt finish, which should result in more drag and fade as the disc slows down, but again, 0-0, there's not much going on there, especially at a 1 speed, but the parting lines on these guys are pretty much identical, and in terms of depth or height of the disc, by look and feel, they both feel identical to me. So I'm curious really how much of a difference are we going to experience in these two discs. All right, and to try my best to compare apples to apples, we have the pitch on the left up against an Eclipse glitch on the right from Gyropalooza. And again, guys, these discs are so darn similar. I mean, because they're 1 speeds, it's so hard to kind of get variation. Like in my hand, and just by look, the bead is on the glitch is the only distinguishing characteristic really. All right, some other things to note about the Total Eclipse Pitch. First off, this blend of Eclipse feels amazing. Super gummy. It was the same way with the Crave, too. I don't think I talked about that in my Eclipse Crave review. Apologies, guys. But yeah, this is great for a catch disc, and I just love throwing soft plastic overall, so this feels really good. The weight, 157 grams. So something interesting to note, it's Total Eclipse, but only at 157 gram. The Eclipse glitches got up to mid to high 160s, so is the bead 10 grams? Don't know where that missing weight is, but this is a little bit lighter. And lastly, the glow, awesome, but definitely want to note here, I'll throw a picture up. I got a teal one and a purple one. And I feel like the purple in the Halloween Lizados wasn't that great in terms of vibrancy or duration, but this purple pops. And it lasted a very long time, so I don't know if MVP was messing with the blend or the pigment, whatever they do, but it's definitely noticeable. So it was really cool for MVP to release this disc as a commemorative for the total solar eclipse. I believe Marlette was in the track of totality. We haven't heard that word enough. So it was cool for them to commemorate it, and I thought it was only appropriate that I go out and play a one disc round with the Total Eclipse Pitch during the eclipse. So let's get to the round.
Welcome back to Full More Heights, guys. It's about 2:45, so we're in the beginning of the solar eclipse. I'll send a picture. Unfortunately, not the best weather, the view. I'll show you, pop a picture up there. It's pretty darn cloudy. So out here though to play with the Total Eclipse Pitch during the eclipse. I think that's what MVP would want. I'm told it's an understable glitch, beadless glitch. However, I've seen a few people throw it. It doesn't seem that terribly understable, especially if you have good smooth form. Although I am coming just out of the car, first throw of the day. Don't know if I'm going to be able to pull off a 271-foot shot here on hole 1. I'm going to be playing the Club 9, just a fun front 9, because I know the Outback is going to be nice and muddy. I'm playing that for tags later. Not terribly excited, but I want this one to be a fun one. So let's just air it out down the middle, see what it does. Maybe give it a little bit of hyzer for safety. Ooh. Oh, that's not terrible at all. I yanked it a little to the right, but that thing flew beautifully. All right, that's why discs like this exist, for throws like this. A little encumbered here. Whew, get a good stance. Drop. Oh, almost started off with a bang. Tap that in. Muddy. Oh. Even the front's muddy. All right, starting with a par. So that definitely shows this disc can handle some torque. I'm excited. So let's go kind of straight at it, maybe a little bit of turnover. I'm kind of trying to split those two trees in front of the basket as my target. Not bad, should be a long putt. Luckily I brought a towel. Premium plastic putts are gonna be fun, especially with this guy. This is the 157 gram. Whew. Where was that yesterday when I needed it in a playoff? Good too. All right, hole 3, 166. Let's give it a forehand shot. So it's gotta be nice and gentle with it, I think. Smooth release. Kind of go for like a baby hyzer. Glide right. Ooh, baby did a little too much, but I'm safe. Let's see if we can get it. That's weak. All right, ugly putt. At hole 4, 217 feet. I don't know if throwing off the dirt's an option anymore. It's been a while since I've been here. Sundays have stunk. But I thought there was a piece of wood up there to signify the front of the tee box. I don't see it there, so I'll throw it from the street. This should be a good disc though for this hole. I can just rip it nice, hard, a little bit on hyzer. Hopefully it'll flip up a bit and coast to the basket. Just gotta hit a good angle on it. Oh, a little wide. All right, early release puts me out of position. Let's see if I can get up and down and save the par. High side putt. Yeah, it's gonna be a high side putt. This should be easy. These are my favorite kind of putts. Just drop it in the bucket. All right, hole 5, 165 feet. Usually I throw a forehand entropy at this one. I don't know if the pitch has that much torque resistance based on what the result of hole 3, but I think I can do a backhand turnover. A lot of guys like to scream one in under those branches and scare the basket, so I'm gonna try and mimic that line with the pitch. How's the Eclipse doing? All right, not much going on up there yet. We are East Coast, so we're not gonna see much. I think the apex for us is like 320, 323, I think it said. So we're still about 15 minutes off. I'll see if I can get a cool picture if there's anything worth noting and clouds aren't in the way. A little inside, but actually might have got a nice cut roll out. Let's see how that does. Yep, so guessing it rolled a little bit, got me out of this window at least. So I have a look. Twigs are in just the right spot to mess with me though. So gotta go straddle. Whew. Yay! Just enough. Okay, club 9, so we're jumping over to hole 15. 257 foot, straight out there. I've recently started throwing mid-ranges at this, just smooth, instead of trying to kill putters at it. Because you do have to throw a bit of a golf line, especially with the trees here. You can't just burn one at it. So this will be interesting. I'm going to try and put this up nice and high, give it some time to glide. I killed it. Good distance. Might have a chance at a birdie. Yeah, so if you guys are watching this, I'm guessing, the Egyptian god of chaos did not devour the sun. NASA didn't blow it up when it was invisible. Bill Gates didn't put up a giant screen like, Mr. Burns in The Simpsons to block the sun out permanently. So congratulations, we survived. But yeah, let me know how you guys enjoyed the eclipse. Unfortunately, it's super cloudy here, so I cannot see the darn thing. I'm going to try and get a shot of it, hopefully around 320, 323. Maybe if it's out, so you can see the apex, what it was like near Philly. But yeah, at least I'm enjoying a good round of disc golf during it. All right. Whew. Another little floaty shot. That's why we like the pitch. Ah, not enough air. Should be a tappy. All right, guys. Sorry for the shaky camera work, but yeah, the clouds just parted, or got thinned out enough to see it. That's looking pretty cool right now. See, oh, now it's getting too bright to see. So I got my ND filter. If I can crank it up a little bit more for you. There you go. So you can see the crescent there. Pretty cool. All right, guys, it's actually getting dark a little bit. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, hole 15 showed me it is really wet out here still from all the rain we've had from the last week. So if hole 6 is wet, the back is going to be really wet during tags. But here at hole 16, 183, right? No, 189, right? Yeah, 189. Straight shot, maybe a little floaty, drop it in. Let's see. Stable up at the end and I'll love you. All right, putt for birdie. All right, let's clean this up. Ooh, I landed in a dry spot. Didn't need the towel. Lucky me. All right, look at birdie. Gotta say, it's nice and easy to putt with the pitch. Just kind of put it up there and let it do its thing. Hole 3, I flubbed. I have a yip. I don't know what the heck it's from, but yesterday it was really bad. Still have some remnants of it appears, but yeah, it's really point and shoot to float it, just like the glitch, but no bead. All right, we're getting close to apex time. I really need those clouds to move. So, figure the distance measurement on this one is. Turnover shot. If I can just throw the exact same shot I threw for hole 16, should be good. Yep. Ooh, I went behind it. All right, guys, this looks like it's going to be the apex for this eclipse. This is the best spot I think I can get. I'm going to be in some trees, so I don't know if I can get a guaranteed shot, but yeah, you can see that crescent up there looking really cool. Oh, yeah, this has been the apex of it. Yeah, what are we at right now? It's 322 right now. Oh, sorry, drifting the camera. Yeah, 322 here in Hatboro, Pennsylvania, which is just outside of Philadelphia. And that's what the eclipse looks like here. All right, I went to the backside. A little muddy. Let's see if I can clean this guy up. Whew. Got the open look at least. Wet disc though. All right. Yep. I've been struggling with this one with my regular discs. It's fun hitting it with the pitch. Hole 18. It's only 150 foot, but with the Mando. So, see, if the wind wasn't pushing right to left, I would totally be down for a forehand, but I think that'll just destroy this thing. So, I'm gonna go with a nice turnover shot. See if I can drag it over. It's a little Comrade-esque. Ooh, loved it. Just a little bit short, I think. All right, I was worried I was gonna be in the corner bushes. Luckily, I cleared them. Let's see if I can hit this putt to end it. Nose down. Ooh, just enough. All right, guys. That is gonna wrap up this one disc round with the Total Eclipse Pitch. Had a lot of fun with it, but I'll save the final thoughts for Shay back in the studio.
Definitely had a lot of fun out there with the pitch. I'll always remember what I was doing during the eclipse now. As a disc, I gotta say, I enjoy this more than I do the glitch. I prefer beadless putters, so this thing just flies really well, and it wasn't as terribly understable as it was presented to me. Maybe the Total Eclipse Plastic helped beef it up a little bit, but I felt like it flew pretty comparable to a glitch, and I just had better control of it and better releases. So probably not going to make my bag, though, just to be honest with you guys. I've been getting dominated by the wind this year, and I've said it before, I think I'm a good wind player. It's just been so rough this year with just high and swirly winds. I'd say it's like ripping 25 miles an hour outside right now. My neighbor is trying to take his pool cover off right now. I don't know what he's thinking. He's getting handled right now. So yeah, it's just been a really windy end of winter into spring. So a 1-speed probably won't serve me too well. I think I can pull off the shots with my beat up envies and such. So might make the glow bag though, just as a fun floaty disc. It'd be cool to throw some crazy lines with it at Mercer in the woods. But that's probably be the extent of me using it. I am probably going to throw a pitch in my car though, to be my catch disc over the glitch, because again I prefer throwing that over the glitch. It just stinks now because I have so many glitches. Now I got to build up the pitch collection too. But yeah, really fun disc. If you've been throwing it, let me know what you think. If you're having fun with it, if you haven't thrown it yet, drop down in the comments a story about the Eclipse. What were you doing for it? But yeah, thank you to MVP for making a fun disc. I know a lot of players are expecting some other molds to drop, but I think this was a fun way to kind of roll into spring. So thanks again to MVP for releasing this. I had a lot of fun with it. Thank you guys for all your support. If you have any questions for me, reach out. I'll do my best to answer them. Take care.
Thank you to my sponsors. For all your disc golf needs, check out Phoenix Discs and Foundation Disc Golf.